Do you know where my intro is and all that?
Ready and action.
And driving left.
We're live, or you did it?
And we're live.
We're live. Wait, that sounds like Bitcoin Bit.
I know. Who is going to be here tomorrow?
No, he's on his way here today.
Oh, he's going to be here today.
Yeah, he's on a plane.
So
flying.
got a live show this morning in Florida, and he's going to be in Oklahoma City tonight.
Today, right
Today.
now. He's on his way.
Somewhere.
He's here, coming here.
Okay.
Now. He's on his way.
Awesome. It's happy hour, baby. Here we are. 4 o'clock Central Time.
All right.
Every Friday, but this Friday, instead of being me anyway in the Westwood Bar and the lovely Litecoin Lisa in her office, we're together. We're not AI. We're live.
We're live.
We're live in Oklahoma City at
Rococo's.
Rococo's. Why are we here?
We're here because we love our crypto fam, and we are here to celebrate Team Mighty and my beautiful daughter, Mighty Mia. So once a year, around her birthday, we get together with the fam and we remember Mighty Mia and what an inspiration she is and was. And we celebrate family and freedom and community. And we pick somebody in the community that is a warrior that has been fighting the fight. We are going to be celebrating Joy Jones, who fought the fight and was an inspiration herself. And we are also going to be celebrating the Team Mighty champions that are Ben Simchi and Kelly Wisness. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
There's a lot of wiseness.
Is it wiseness? Is it wiseness?
I covered them both.
Okay. Kelly, Ben Simchi's beautiful wife, are the champions for Team Mighty this year. And so we're going to be celebrating them and passing on the legacy that the Weirs from Road to Ruta set precedents in helping Team Mighty get started, and their generosity and their community building that they've done over the years. And so that's what we're doing here. And you can be a part of it, whether you're here in person and you jump through hoops like Mark Weems, who is running through airports all night, getting here from Puerto Rico. Or
big shout out to Mark Weems for being here. He's always in the chat. And he's here live in person.
Yes, and the rest of our friends that worked really hard to get here in person live. And those of you in the chat, we really appreciate you. There's still an opportunity that you can, we've got amazing auction items that have been donated by friends, family, community members. There are silver bars, there are miners, there are memorabilia from
Joe Montana, Dwight Clark commemorating the catch. There's a jersey signed by both of them with some football cards to go with it. It's pretty awesome. What was that, January 10th, 1982? The catch. Everybody knows the catch. Dallas Cowboys fans, you love the catch, don't you? No, you hate it.
I have no idea, but I'm sure it's
pretty
cool. It's super nice. I can go on, and we will. We'll feature all that stuff here in a little bit. But there's an opportunity that if you're not able to get to Oklahoma City and be here with all these amazing people and get big hugs from Westwood and myself, you can still be a part of the auction, and you can watch the event tomorrow by getting a ticket online at litecoinlisa.net /
Click on events at the top. Litecoinlisa.net, click on events at the top, and you'll see all the details. You can also go to clintwestwood.net, and there's a big link at the top. 2023 happy hour. You click on that, and you'll have the same details. Click on through and get your tickets. Be a part of this wonderful charity event.
I will send you an email with instructions to join the live auction, and you will be able to bid on all the items, and then I will ship whatever you win through the auction to you. So, good stuff, good stuff. Everybody can be a part of this. And all the proceeds from the auction and the event will go to benefit one of our own in the crypto fam, Crypto Mame. Oh, Mame Crypto. Sorry, I knew that was going to crash and burn.
Neither one of us want to jump down from the stool.
It took me a while to get up here.
I'll slide on.
There's no way I'm getting down.
That'll be.
Yeah. So thank you, Tom. So Crypto Mame is one of our own. She's a dear friend that she was on the show with me for a while on Mondays, and she went on to translate. So we would do news shows, and then she would translate into Portuguese and Spanish all the crypto news. And then she started writing articles for different magazines and did lots of other great stuff. And she volunteers for the Litecoin Foundation. A lot of you guys have met her at the Litecoin Summit events. Just amazing lady, great energy, does so much for the community. She very quickly and unexpectedly developed a terrible form of cancer and had a brain tumor removed in October, I believe, or December. It just came on really rapidly, and she's now having treatment of her lungs as well. And she's got a beautiful family and daughter, and so we want to be a support and love on her and reach out to her. And so this was a great way to honor my daughter and Joy Jones and all of the crypto fam and be a support to her. And so we're sending lots of positive energy and love and Litecoin to her. And all of the proceeds for this event will be given to her. So you can also buy an NFT that was created by Mame. And all the instructions to do that are in the description of this video.
Yes. So, I don't want to get into the Mame crypto story because I'll probably tell that tomorrow, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. Yeah. She really is a wonderful lady. And now she's back at it, having cancer and, all of the procedures, and to get rid of that, she's right back at it. You can, if you're into NFTs, you can actually buy one of her NFTs that she has on the Liteverse. It's not that hard. Go to liteverse.io, create an account, and then you'll fund that. You'll have a wallet, and then fund it with Litecoin, and then you can buy it for one Litecoin, her NFT, the Mighty Mia NFT, Team Mighty, I should say.
And she created all of them are different. Yeah, they're all different in some little different way. And she wrote an article that was featured on the Litecoin Foundation website as well. So it's part of history. We're doing something different. It's a way to fund a charity, give to somebody in need. And you're giving directly to her wallet. And I think it's really cool. I think this is the future of crypto. We're getting rid of the middleman. We don't need a middleman. We don't need to ask permission. Free men and women do not ask permission. And we can give to each other. We can support our community this way. And I think we're going to do more and more of this. This is what an NFT is to me. This is what smart contracts are. They're not about dumb apes or whatever. I can't remember what they're called.
Bored apes, sleepy apes, banana eating apes.
Yeah, whatever they are. Buy a Team Mighty NFT, not a bored ape.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I 100% agree with you. And the nice thing is, if you buy it with cryptocurrency, when you look at the actual cost of sending the one Litecoin, it's less than a penny. It could be $1 million, and it's less than a penny to send that Litecoin. However, if you're paying with credit cards, and that's what people don't realize a lot of times, you pay with credit cards, there's a transaction fee. There's always that handling fee. Our basketball team went to state, and it's like, hey, I want to get a state ticket. Then they add this convenience fee because you're paying with a credit card. And it's just that's money that we can take out of the middleman's hands, like you said. And if we use cryptocurrency, we pay it directly because it's its own efficient network payment system. And we got to start using that.
I need to talk to you about that a little bit. So Westwood came in last night, and he's staying with us at our house. And my son Cannon was really excited because he wanted to be the bartender. Yeah.
I'm in trouble.
So Westwood's in trouble. So Westwood decided he was going to tip Cannon for making his drink. And
it was a good drink. I was on the road for 10 hours. I'm like, hey, I kind of liking what you're bringing me.
Cannon got so excited because Westwood gave him $1, and it was stamped by Litecoin. So Cannon comes straight to me and says, Mom, can I buy Litecoin? I want to put it in my wallet. And I said, well, you can, but it's got a fee on it. So I'm not going to give you. So then he gave me the change that Tom had given him that had spilled out of Tom's pocket. And he said, well, this will cover it for the gas.
He's working every angle, man.
He's working
every angle. I want my Litecoin. I want it now.
Well, then, so he's trying to, well, he decided, he looked at how much the fee was and he said, Mom, you still owe me a little bit. It was more than 29 cents or less than 29 cents. Now he's wanting me to send him back a few more cents. And then you gave him another $1. Anyway, the kid is like looking at he wants every penny of that Litecoin in his wallet.
That's awesome, though. I mean, and that's that's what has to happen because we don't pay attention. We haven't been paying attention in our current monetary system, and all they've done is just vampire us and rob us. So, to have children actually pay it, young man paying attention to, hey, this is not that much, or hey, every penny counts. Every nickel counts. I talk about nickels all the time. I mean, you go into the bank and you actually got a nickel you pay 5 cents for. It's worth 6.3 now, I think, because of the copper and the nickel content. And so we got to pay attention to what sound money is. We have to start looking at, how we're getting robbed and skimmed and grifted. And let's not do that anymore because we have tools to get out of it. Let's look into things like Litecoin. So yeah, you can buy your ticket with Litecoin. You can show up tomorrow with cash, crypto, gold, silver, your wife, your girlfriend, whatever you want to use to get in. I mean,
no human trafficking here. No. But yeah, definitely.
Boyfriend.
I mean, bring a friend. Sure, bring some people with you. But yeah, we will happily take anything, preferably not dirty fiat. But at this point, it's all going to Mame. So anything that will help her, we're glad to have it and glad to have some people here. On the coins,
just get here.
I when I went to the bank, when Charlie, there's a picture. Westwood told us about the nickels thing, and so we wanted to do the same thing and see if we could start a nickel run. A little nickel run on the bank.
Yeah. Hashtag nickel run.
Nickel run. And so we went and our people at the bank are really great. We shop at a private.
I'm shopping for this type of money today. What do you have available? We only got 2,000 in here, so that's all I give you.
Say it like that, but
yeah, but it is. It's kind of like, we're shopping for nickels. You got any nickels? You have to shop for them.
We were shopping.
Hello.
Like
you have to shop for them.
Yeah. Anyway, we went to our private bank that we engage with, that we work with, we have a relationship with, and they love seeing us. They're like, oh, you're our crypto girl, you're our crypto partner, and so they're like, what are you guys doing today? Because they know we're not just going to the teller for normal stuff. They're like, you guys probably need a banker.
There's a reason why you're here.
Yes, we're here for something else. And so we're like, well, today we want nickels, and they're like, why? And so then my friend, who her family started the bank over 100 years ago, and she sent me a message on LinkedIn, and she was like, so what was that all about? And I sent her, we have a private chat with a bunch of our friends here, and I can't remember if it was Daddy-O or who sent the fax, Polly maybe, that each nickel is 25%.
Yeah, each nickel is 25% nickel and 75% copper. And these are necessary items. I mean, this is like the last coin that you can get in the U.S. that has real metal, that has a real use case, significant use case.
It made me think of the time, like right before they took us off, like back when coins used to actually be silver.
Yeah, 1964 was the last year.
Really significant period. Yes, pre-65 coins. I feel like we're at this significant period.
That I brought.
Okay, cool.
It's almost like it's got a timeout thing, but
it might be.
Bluetooth pairing.
You see us?
It might catch up.
See us.
Okay, thanks, Gigi. We're good. So anyway, I think these nickels will be like the dimes of the 64 dimes, I think the nickels are going to be that thing of this period of time.
Yeah, because if you think about it, if you in 1964 you realize that, hey, we're going to start taking the silver out of the coins, and they announced it. Hey, that's it. We're done. So in 1964, you can go in and take $1 and get 10 dimes. Well, with 90% silver. 1965, you can take $1 in and get 10 dimes with no silver. So there were people at that time who realized, you know what? I'm going to take some of my cash that I have that I normally, save or put somewhere, and I'm just going to go buy rolls of dimes, quarters, half dollars, because it's 90% silver, and, I think silver is valuable. But at the time, they're like, no big deal. What's the big deal? They're taking the silver out. It's still a dime, still a quarter. Well, rewind every time I talk about it. 1964, minimum wage was $1.25. $1.25. In 1964, if you got paid $1.25 in quarters, they were 90% silver, and if you save them until today, it's worth over $20, those 5 quarters.
That's a pretty sweet minimum wage.
Yeah, because the silver maintained its value, whereas the dollar did not. And so it's a good representation of where minimum wage should be today, because if you tie it to silver, everybody should be making $20 an hour or more. But that's not the case. If you'd save the $1.25, you got $1.25, and what's that buy? I can't even get a few ice cubes in my drink, for $1.25 at this point.
Well, and we are seeing I think right now there's over 23 states that are looking at going back to making legal tender, precious metals, legal tender, gold and silver. And
one of the states we happen to be in right now, right?
That's right. Oklahoma, during the Great Infection, Oklahoma, I think Mitchie's getting him a drink. But thank you.
I think Mitch is on it. He's getting the old fashioned.
Yeah. During the Great Infection, a lot of these states went back and backed their state treasuries in gold or precious metals. And so I think that it has been part of the plan.
That might have been the problem. I was banging the speaker. Is that what you're thinking? Oh, okay.
It might have been. He is famous.
It could have been,
for
because
that.
I've done that. I've cut off live streams before by banging the table and knocking wires and stuff like that.
You guys are so sweet.
I need help. That's the thing. I need, Yeah. I know. I appreciate it. Pebbleton Post is here in the house, running all the audio and video. If I don't screw it up, it's working great. But no.
If you need any help with events, I think they might be considering hiring out for side gigs.
No, seriously. I mean, if you're doing any kind of, I'd look into them. Pebbleton Post, go check them out. Check out the videos, and if you need somebody to come in and set things up, you might want to.
Yeah.
You might really want to look into them, because they're very efficient and they get the job done. Yeah. No, they're great. Yes. Right. Joshy and Paigey. I'm sorry. Paigey. Josh and Paige.
No,
I'm going to say Joshy and Paigey. Yeah. You can call me Josh, Mr. if you're nasty. Mr. Lake, if you're nasty.
So I'm really curious.
Holy cow, look at this.
Thank you.
Good Lord. Thank you so much. I love it.
Jim Montgomery is a wonderful man.
Jim Montgomery is an awesome dude.
Yes.
I have to admit.
Yes. We have the best fam. Yes. I got to tell you.
He's a beanie wearing mofo. It doesn't matter what temperature it is. He's a beanie wearing, Yeti drinking. Yeah.
Great guy.
Cow saving.
That's right. So did you see the recent, another hero in our midst, the recent tweet, before we get our local hero up here.
Yes,
the tweet from Ron Paul.
I did not see it. What happened?
It.
No, I mean, I've been like, I haven't slept in like, I don't know how many days at this point. I've been driving, and I'm like, I could go to full narcoleptic at any point right now. I really can't
distract too much.
There's no better place to sleep than right here right now. No,
so Ron Paul, a legend in the freedom movement, RFK Jr. just announced that he's running for president.
Yes. The son of Robert Fitzgerald Kennedy, who was gunned down by who knows, and then JFK gunned down. So his uncle and his father were both assassinated, and this is a guy who is now running on the Democratic ticket for the president of the United States in 2024. Democratic ticket.
The Democrat.
Democrat. Oh,
Yeah.
Democrat. Okay.
Ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lord.
Demo
Okay.
rats.
Anyway, but Joshy, are you able to play that on my Twitter feed? The I'm a tweeter. Well, so he said that they're afraid of what RFK Jr. is saying. That he's saying the truth. Yes. Hi, Jim.
Hi, Jim.
I'm so glad you're here.
You can call me Westwood.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, awesome that you're here. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. So, what? What do I
See,
know?
this is where I'm used to having I'm Twitter obsessed.
Yeah, I know.
So
You
I'm
got
used to
to go
having
through a
them
feed. He's searching the feed. He's got the
Search
first
it up.
hour searched.
As Cannon says, search it up.
Search it up. Not
We don't say Google it at our house. We say search it up.
unless you just said it, but
hmm Yeah.
search it up.
Can you
Yeah,
make, I don't know if you can make it play though, the way we're set up. But only people.
Junior, and he's been to our conferences, and he probably has some views that are different than ours in detail.
We're assuming it's playing.
We get along well with
It's
him.
playing on
He's
YouTube.
friendly,
Everybody
he's
can hear it
principled,
out there.
he's
Okay. good.
anti-war.
I can't hear it, so I
and,
can't
The
comment.
other thing that he comes across
Yeah.
real strong, and that
Right.
is he doesn't like corporatism. He doesn't like this
Will it double
combination.
play
So
then if I-
therefore,
Well, if it picks it up.
pharmaceuticals would be in camp.
Oh, but
So
then they
I'm
can't hear it.
very happy that he's doing that, and so we'll keep tabs. And who knows if he wanted to talk with our viewers, I'd be open to having Robert on our program again someday.
These are the main points that RFK made. Ending the corrupt merger of corporations in the state, opposing lockdowns, which cost small businesses trillions. He also blamed Trump for going along with the bureaucrats on the lockdowns, supporting free market capitalism and limited government, conquering the children's chronic illness crisis, bringing the troops home, and openly discussing the war. Sounds pretty good to me, Dr. Paul.
Yeah, that does sound like a couple things I said when I was running.
That's probably why we like it so much.
I don't want to pretend that I follow him on all the issues, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that sounded very, very good. That is why they really fear somebody like Robert, because he's going to tell the truth. The one thing is, people might say about Robert, they say, you know what? I don't agree with him on all his things, but you can trust what he's going to say. So I'm looking forward to his campaign.
Yeah, and I think, and as every time we mention RFK Jr., I'll get an email from someone saying, well, look, he said this about that. And my reaction to that would be two things. One, we're not endorsing him by any stretch. And two, obviously he's going to say some things that we don't like. I would be a little bit worried if he didn't.
Okay, so
Okay, I got it.
You got
I
it?
heard it. I heard
All
enough.
right.
I actually listened to the announcement on Twitter Spaces. I listened to RFK, and I mean, Bix, you brought it up in one of your videos. That was my biggest concern. His voice. Was he going to have a powerful enough voice? Because unfortunately, so much of politics is theatrics. I mean, it really is. Being able to present yourself, get your message across. That's why Trump did so well, I think, is because he could command the stage and control the room and knew exactly what was going on, had the strong voice. Reagan, that's why he was so popular. Obama, Clinton, all of them. It's Biden, not so much. So if you've got a powerful voice, it's kind of necessary because it resonates with people and it just hits them at a different level rather than someone who's stammering around, stuttering around. And RFK had that issue. However, I listened to him when he announced. He sounded a lot better. He was much more controlled. He was much more composed and focused. And I mean, he still has, it's a handicap. I mean, he can't, he's got issues there with his speech. And so I thought that might be a problem as far as, national consumption. However, no, I don't think he would. And see, but there's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of things, and this is what Ron Paul said. There's a lot of things that resonate with Ron Paul. He just said that RFK's talking about. He's met with him. They've had some conversations. Might have him on the show, Ron Paul said. And I admire Ron Paul. I really like Ron Paul. We need more people like him, but he really didn't have the voice either. He didn't have the boisterous, the ability to rally the troops, and that's what you kind of need and resonate with people. But the fact that he's talking about RFK being a possible
he's a legacy
candidate, yeah, I mean, it really is. I
That's
respect
where
Ron
I
Paul.
think people. He's making strong statements that a lot of people are looking for, and he's a legacy. I think people are looking for that.
Yeah, and it definitely legitimizes the candidacy if he were to say endorse him. I'm not saying that he will, but what happened with RFK, what he talked about in his announcement was, hey, since 1989, we've become very sick as a nation, very sick. We spend the most money on medical care, and we're like the sickest nation on earth. And he used specific dates, and I've heard him talk about it before, but there's a reason why in 1989 things might have went south if you start correlating it. There's schedules that come out that have been given to people, and after a generation or two,
children specifically.
Yes, children specifically, you start seeing the degradation of, humanity really, but the health of people. And so he also talked about the military-industrial complex. Didn't necessarily call it that, however, called it out. Also, he talked about, and this is my big hot button, because nobody talks about how we have unsound money. They all talk about, we need to raise the debt ceiling. Oh, maybe we'll raise it. Oh, maybe we're going to fight. I mean, give me a break. The thing is, you need a politician that stands up and says, the money's unsound. It just doesn't work. It's broken. And explain that to people that, hey, we've all been duped. We've all been taken down this rabbit hole. Now, there are a lot of consequences with that. You lose your retirement and possibly everything because that monetary system dies. But you got to be honest with people at some point. You can't sit there and say, hey, let's just kick the can down the road and keep kicking the can down the road. And RFK, what he did, he actually said that and called it out and said, hey, we printed all this money. We created all this money in the past few years, and all that's done is created inflation, the inflation of the monetary supply, and that was a direct punishment for working people. It robbed them of their wealth. That's why I call it a vampire casino, because as long as you're sitting at the table and playing, you lose. They will win, and they will take all of your energy. And what's your energy? It's your money. You need a store of value. And if you don't have a solid store of value, a sound store of value for the energy that you put into this world, then what do you have? They're stealing your soul is what they're doing. And so for a candidate to come out and say that, that's an important thing for me. Trump never said that. There's a lot of people that don't say that.
Don't go hating on Trump.
No, I'm not hating on Trump, but I understand there's a bigger game. But it's all about education right now. I don't care what side you're on.
It's about taking personal responsibility. And that's the thing. When people start hating on Trump, I say, you aren't taking personal responsibility.
Right. He's not going to save your ass.
He's not going to save your ass, but he's going to give you the opportunity to educate yourself and make a choice for yourself.
And that's it. And so the fact that, we now know about certain things, fake news and deep things, because of Trump, he called out a lot of things. You can hate him, not like him, but the thing is, it did cause an awakening. It did cause people to
have the opportunity to make a choice.
Right, to look at things differently and call it out and put it in the public. And I think RFK is doing that. And there's a lot of people that say, well, look what he's done in his past, this and that. I don't care. I don't care anymore. All I care about is waking people up. And if these guys do that through their message, it doesn't matter, because right now it's all about making an individual choice. Quit looking for leaders for guidance. You got to trust yourself. You got to look inside, and you got to realize who you are, what you're connected to, where you came from, and why you're here. And once you understand that, you make your own personal choice. You can walk out of the casino today, exit the vampire casino right now, because the tools are there. You've got cryptocurrency, you've got gold, you've got silver, you've got things that you can put your energy into. Hey, I know I got to drive my car, Maybe I should store up some gas. I know I got to eat for the rest of my life. Maybe I should store up some food. Hey, I don't want to drink poisoned water. Maybe I should get a water filter. There are things that you can do right now instead of waiting for someone to save you. Save yourself. Trust yourself. Believe in.
Yes. Yes. It's all right. It's all right. It still works.
All right.
Yeah.
Bluetooth
Testing,
pairing.
testing.
It works
Testing.
through the YouTube.
Was yours working? Because they could probably hear me through yours. So, test.
It says it works.
Okay. Still hear me through YouTube.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so compelling it right now. Okay. I'm going to wrap this up because don't we want to hear from Bix?
Yes, I was just saying. I was just thinking, like, it works
Don't we want to hear from Bix?
because free markets.
Testing.
Free markets
Okay.
are what set us free.
So,
And somebody wrote a song about that.
yes, absolutely. And Bix.
How we get rid of the middleman and we stop being slaves.
Yep, 100%. And before we bring Bix Weir up, my finishing thought is this, and I kind of bleed into the spiritual side of things time and again, here and there. But what I really believe is that we were all born. We chose to be here right now. We chose to come here and fulfill a purpose. Don't lead a life of quiet desperation to where you look back and you said, I have the ability to do something. I didn't do it. I mean, you just sat back and said, well, I could have done something, and you didn't do it. I mean, what regret? Why live a life of regret? Take action now and do something, and who cares what somebody says? Trust yourself, because they lied to you about everything. Every time you turn on the TV, they're lying to you. Past 3 years, let's do this and it'll be okay. No, it's not. It wasn't. Lied.
Today
and that's all they do is
not
lie.
too late.
No, forgive yourself for all the misgivings and dumb mistakes you made in the past and make the change right now.
Right.
Going forward. Screw all that history. Forgive yourself. Trust yourself going forward. Quit listening to the lie. That's what got you into the mess. So just disconnect from it. Exit the Vampire Casino and move forward and trust yourself. Know that you're something great. And you'll be fine.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Listen to my buddy. I've got to tell you, I've had a lot of people right now are seeing the bank failures. They're seeing some choices that my friends have made, whatever. And they're like, hey, Bixie, come on up here. They're seeing choices that, Bix is the godfather of crypto and silver in my family. My mom, Crypto Nana, introduced my husband and I to crypto and silver when we got married in 2017. And she's like, you got to watch Bix. You got to watch Uncle Cliff. My parents had been searching for freedom and trying to get out of the system, trying to exit the vampire system, like Westwood says, for a lot of years. And they gleaned tons and tons of wisdom from watching you and learning about the corrupt system, and you led my family into freedom, and I'm forever grateful. And I didn't understand. Mom gave us Litecoin, and I was like, why? And she's like, well, because the Federal Reserve isn't federal and it has no reserves. And you need to go watch Bix Weir on the Road to Ruta. And we went way down the rabbit hole.
It's like the Inflation Reduction Act.
yes. And the Patriot Act and all the other things that are not what they are. Yeah.
Could we really be that dumb to fall for that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Because we got fluoride in our water and all the other things that they do to
Saccharin in our Fresca.
aspartame.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, aspartame. Yeah. No, it's terrible. But you really enlightened. It's just this legacy. It's this waterfall effect of enlightenment that you've shared so much wisdom with so many people and have helped so many people with the support of your family and the loved ones around you. And I don't know if you'll ever know the legacy of freedom that you've shared with people. And I'm forever grateful. I love you so much. Thank you.
I love being with people, and everybody I know that I've given some advice to or sparked something in them has carried it on so much stronger than I could ever carry it on. Mr. Westwood, for example, that boy can speak. I think he's going to be a politician very soon. I mean, that he gets on a flow, and it's like someone is speaking from above through Mr. Westwood, and I love that. That's the kind of people we need out there. And yeah, I'm a tired old man. Literally, I've been fighting this fight since '99. Is when I first got awake to what's going on with gold and silver, and then it just added to everything else that I understood about the monetary policy, the Fed, what's going on between the good guys and the bad guys, and the things we can't talk about on YouTube, because I know we're on YouTube right now. By the way, go to
please don't lose my channel.
Please.
Again.
Please. Well, while we're still here, Litecoin Lisa has a Patreon channel that she talks about whatever she wants to. Go check her out there, and you'll support her and her mission in life, because she's not going to stop. As long as there's one person out there who's going to listen to her, she's going to keep preaching. And I love that about Lisa. She has carried on the fight and continues to carry on the fight. So thank you, Lisa.
So can I leave you and you can what am I preach it up? Well, I think you should sing for us
Little
about
kumbaya.
silver and freedom and
Okay, I gotta
inspire
change.
us all.
I gotta
I know,
change
you gotta
seats.
swap it. I'll hold your drink. Hold my beer. Hold your gin. I'll hold his gin while he swaps it out. No, I'm gonna jump off here in a minute. I have to have. Oh, be the hype girl. Oh, so we're gonna hear next from the amazing, the wonderful. I don't know. We're gonna start with. I think you have to start with Litecoin is the right coin.
Okay, that makes sense to
Launch
me.
it off with the best, the brightest,
Litecoin is the right coin.
the freedom coin. Charlie Lee did the right thing. Everybody that says Charlie Lee sold at the top has no idea what they're talking about and needs to do their own research.
Do people still say that?
People still say that.
That is insane to
Educate
me.
them, educate
I
them.
knew the moment that Charlie sold everything, he did it for a purpose. It was the best thing for Litecoin. My God, even Gary Gensler's completely discombobulated about what's a security, but the three things they've named that aren't a security is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. That would not be the case if Charlie Lee had not sold all his Litecoin. Wake up, people! My God! My God! All right, this is called Litecoin is the right coin as a means of exchange. I think cryptocurrencies are wonderful, but a lot of them have a different use case. Theta, unbelievable for video streaming in the future of the internet. Yes, we need a currency. We are going to need a currency. Bitcoin's not going to be that currency. The core developers do not want Bitcoin to be a currency. So what are we going to do when the banks fail? Litecoin. And I've been screaming this for so long, people don't understand it, but we are really close to needing a currency, a means of exchange. So I wrote this many years ago before I didn't even know what I was talking about. It just flowed through me. It's called Litecoin is the right coin. In the crypto world, you wondering what to do. Where to put your money, that'll grow the most of you. Will they throw you off the choices? Afraid you can lose. A token corner platform, you know you gotta choose. And when the banks come to get you, they're kind of so deranged. Litecoin is a right coin as a means of exchange. But Charlie Lee is the man, the one that you can trust. The nicest guy in crypto, and oh, that's a must. Well, he sold all of his Litecoin, donation to the cause. He still works an ass on fixing all the flaws, cause Charlie's got a plan when bankers can't be changed. Litecoin is a right coin as a means of exchange. Well, Litecoin is a right coin as a means of exchange. If you buy a cup of coffee, when lightning is arranged, my bank is on my cell phone. I walk in the store, I scan the code, no time to load, I'm walking out the door. You know every crypto's got a purpose. Everything's about to change. Litecoin is a right coin as a means of exchange. Well, Bitcoin ain't so bad. It's always looked too slow. Too many confirmations. What did the core devs know? Roger's Bitcoin Cash can really scale and grow. And she hung who scares me till we get rigged the whole damn show. Well, we gotta use some, cause everything's about to change. Black one is a rack one as a means of exchange. Black one is a rack one as a means of exchange. Buy a cup of coffee. Lightning is a range. My bank is on my cell phone. I'm walking in the store. I scan the code, no time to load. I'm walking out the door. And every crypto's got a purpose. Everything's about to change. Black one is a right one as a means of exchange. Well, you're the crypto king. You're really looking pretty. I don't think you'll help me deep in the nitty gritty, cause I really need a crypto that sounded tried and true. You're just a bad, it's kinda sad, a hairball in the zoo. Well, I'm looking for a use case. The things go down the drain. Black one is a right one as a means of exchange. Black one is a right one as a means of exchange. Buy a cup of coffee. Lightning is a rage. My bank on my cell phone. I'm walking in your store. I scan the code, no time to load. I'm working out the dough. Everything's got a purpose. Everything's about to change. Like one is a like one as a means of exchange. All right, here's the scary thing about all that. Oh, turn it lower is what Amy said. The room is too small. Turn the guitar lower. Okay. I was rocking. You cannot stop rock and roll. It's a little hot. Thank you, babe. I love you too. Super hot. Anyway, I wrote that song in 2018. Long before people knew the banks were about to fail. As of like a couple months ago, people should know by now that your money is not safe in a bank. The FDIC does not insure every deposit out there. Poor old Oprah Winfrey was going to lose $400 million if Silicon Valley Bank went down. And, Janet Yellen said, we really need to bail out Oprah Winfrey. Don't even get me started on Oprah Winfrey. But, yeah, I wrote that song long before it happened, and now it happened. I have a feeling I kind of manifested that destiny, and it's going to come really true. Remember, we're going to need something when the banks go down. And it's not going to be going back to the old fiat money. It's going to be something new. So if you have gold and silver, congratulations. If you own just silver, you're smarter than the people who own gold. If you have cryptos, you're looking at the future. The future is cryptos, not the present, probably not even in the craziness. Who knows what happens in the craziness? You're just going to be happy you own something that's in your own possession. I heard a lot of people talking about, I'm going to buy some Bitcoin finally. Well, congratulations. That's great. You might think you're 12 years too late, but you're actually 100 years too early. People 100 years from now are going to say, oh, why didn't my great-great-great-grandparents buy all the cryptos they could back then? It's all perspective. So, Lisa, I want to thank you for throwing this party. And Mia, thank you for your birthday. We all love Mia very much. She's alive in our prayers and our actions every day. If you guys don't know, I'm a big fan of silver. As much as Litecoin is the right coin as a means of exchange, we're going to go through a time where we're going to just care about surviving. And everybody's not going to trust anybody at all on the planet. You're not going to know how much your cryptos are worth. When the exchanges go down, the banks go down, there's no crypto exchanges left. You're not going to know how much your gold and silver is worth either. But you know you're going to have what's in your possession. And that's so important for the near future when these crazy politicians are done messing with our country. And I think it's coming. So I wrote a song about that even before cryptos. My God, this goes way back. A song called Pay Me My Silver Nine. It goes like this. my silver now. Tomorrow's another trading day. Pay me my silver now. Watching the comics, Price is Right. Pay me my silver now. JP Morgan, naked shorts, the high. Pay me my silver now. Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now. CFTC, you better shut it down. Pay me my silver now. There's people rising up in every town. Pay me my silver now. The Gallup boys are in the know. Pay me my silver now. Tinfoil hats at the silver show. Pay me my silver now. Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now. Butler now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now. The banking boys
Bluetooth
melt
pairing.
that witch. Pay me my silver now. Deliver those bars and melt that bitch. Pay me my silver now. Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now. Now is the time to free our land. Pay me my silver now. Silver in my pocket, paper in the can. Pay me my silver now. Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now. Da 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 da. Better than Sound Live, huh? Oh. Are we still streaming? Did they get any of the song? They got it all. Thumbs up. We didn't hear, so I just went louder. All right. I have a song for my country. Don't mess with the knobs. Wow, that was deep. All right. You hear that? Is it all right? The sound sounds a little odd to me. Well, I grew up in the USA. I was taught that speech was free. From Birmingham to Burning Man, you can speak any truth you see. Lately things have changed, they say I can't speak truth no more. And I'm just sitting here wondering who they are working for. You see, they're gonna kick me off of YouTube. Unless I say 9/11's just another day. And they delete my friends on Facebook. Unless I pretend that socialism's a-okay. And they're gonna shadow ban my Twitter. Unless I tweet the chemtrails or Perrier. And finally they'll ban everything I have to say as they kill free speech in the USA. They're trying to kill free speech in the USA. They decide what's right, they decide what's wrong. They ban what won't conform. They
sit in shadows, they run the gallows, say I must abide the norm. But without free speech, we lose freedom. They cut off our free will. If I find truth that they don't like, they label me a shill. And then they're gonna kick me off of YouTube. Unless I say 9/11's just another day. And they delete my friends on Facebook. Unless I pretend the socialism's a-okay. And they shadow ban my Twitter. Unless I tweet the chemtrails of Perrier. And finally they'll ban everything I have to say, as they kill free speech in the USA. They're trying to kill free speech in the USA. Well, now wait a minute, it's not like me to give up on a fight. I'll expose their evil plans, turn their darkness into light. You see, I'll name names, I'll play their games. I've got them in my sight. You're trying to save USA. I'm gonna fight for what is right. So they can kick me off of YouTube. But 9/11's all about Building 7 and it ain't okay. And they delete my friends on Facebook. But socialism fails every time and every single way. And they can shadow ban my Twitter. But I'm looking up at chemtrail skies each and every day. See, they have no right to ban anything I have to say, and I'll fight for free speech in the USA. Yes, I'll fight for free speech in the USA. It's my right, free speech in the USA. Lisa and Clint, get back up here. Thank you guys so much for listening to me play. Like Corey Lisa's channel, Clint Westwood's channel. We need to support those channels. So anybody listening to this, like, subscribe, join the Patreon, do everything you can.
Thanks so much. Yes, like and share. Share.
Well, you know about share because you're from California, right? Yeah. But hey, thank you. The amazing Bix Weir. Hey, get over here real quick. Give me a hug.
All the hugs. The Westwood hugs are the best
Oh, I love
hugs.
it.
So make sure if you're in the area,
So
get
juicy.
here. Oh Lord,
Very light.
So juicy.
that is so wrong in so many ways.
It is a little wrong. A Sasquatch doesn't ask for permission, just does what he wants. So, thanks. Thanks, Bix Weir. Awesome that you're here and everything you do to support everything Lisa does.
Yeah.
Support
Forever
freedom.
grateful.
I mean, seriously, he's gotten so many people into cryptocurrency from the silver community because thank you, Mitch. My man made it in today. He flew. Mitch, hey, big round of applause.
Another channel that you can watch.
Another channel.
Another person that is very positive in the space, Mitchie's Motivational Mondays. Go check out his channel. Give him a subscribe and like. And he's got some big, exciting things happening in his life. You can check that out.
Just a few.
Just a few.
So if you want to find his channel easily, if you go to clintwestwood.net and there's a community resources section, you can find Lisa's channel, everybody that we hang around with. I've got links to it, and Mitch is one of them. Mitch's Motivational Monday. Click on that, subscribe to it on YouTube, watch his videos. Got to support the people who are supporting humanity and freedom. So getting back to that, Bix, thank you so much. He took off. You need to eat your food, but he's getting another drink.
He's getting a drink.
He's on a liquid diet. He's
Yeah.
got this. Anyway, we called him up here and we got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got him on the Rockstar tour again.
Yeah.
He's back on the road. So no, it's pretty awesome that he showed up and is helping to do all this. Tomorrow we are going to be here again, and we're going to be doing an auction, and all the proceeds are going to go to
Crypto Mame. Yep, she is a fighter. She's in it. She is doing great. She got clearance from her doctors to travel, to fly here. So she'll be with us.
Oh yeah,
And my mommy,
another mommy,
Crypto Nana, who introduced us to silver and the fight for freedom
because of
Bix.
Weir,
And that's how I met Bitcoin Ben, who he is
Who
on
is-
his way
who
here
is somewhere-
this evening. Yeah, he's somewhere.
He's somewhere here walking down. I don't know.
Oh, he's getting a drink? He's
up here? Oh, here. Oh, what? Well, when you got a mouth full of food, it's
Oh,
hard to
Bix.
understand. No,
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Ben's not here yet.
Ben's not quite
But
here
he's
yet.
on his way because I know he was boarding a flight.
We'll
this
see him
morning.
tomorrow for sure live.
I think he's going to get here tonight.
I know. It's going to be,
I don't know if we should.
Well, as far as the
stay
live stream.
or if we should.
I don't know if I
Maybe
can
we'll-
handle much more. You know, I'm sleep deprived. I'm
I
alcohol
know, I know.
saturated.
Well,
I have no idea.
I tell you what, if he
And I'm still drinking and I'm still awake.
if he ends up
Yeah, but
coming, if he
Look at me. I'm famished.
well, so if
Just kidding.
he ends up showing up, we'll go back live again on Patreon.
Okay. No, that's cool.
So
Yeah, let's do that. So join
Yeah.
Lisa's Patreon.
join my Patreon, supports the channel.
It's in the description below,
and
right?
I share like my research that I do throughout the week, and when I find stuff. That's also a way you can private message me if you have any questions. You can also go to litecoinlisa.net and schedule. Westwood and I are
We got one coming up, don't we?
hosting
We got
classes. We have a class coming up on May 6th, Crypto 101 class, where you can join us and ask questions. It's a live Zoom call, so it's interactive. And we will be hosting that on May 6th.
Yeah, so if you're intimidated about getting into cryptocurrency, you don't know how to do it, but you're like, I probably should do this because I think I might lose all my stuff in this banking system, this vampire casino. I need to have someone that can maybe help me figure out where I can go buy crypto, how I can secure it in my own wallet. That's what these classes are for. 2 hours? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah. Mhm.
All right, for 2 hours, book an appointment, ask us any questions you want. And, if we don't have the answers, we can probably come up with it. And I mean, we'll help you, all the scary things about cryptocurrency, ask any question that you want. And, we'll tell you and we'll help you. So book
Yeah,
that class on
Definitely.
litecoinlisa.net.
Absolutely. So we'll see you there. And you still have an opportunity. I wanted to take just a quick minute I'm going to be posting some pictures on Twitter, and I'm going to make a post on litecoinlisa.net on what's new, which is my blog page on the website. So you'll be able to see a list of the amazing auction items. We've got, I think, 5 or 6 10-ounce bars. There's 4 Road to Ruta bars that are actually signed by Bix Weir.
A 10-ounce Road to Ruta bar signed by Bix Weir.
Yes, 4
4 of them.
10-ounce bars signed by
40
Bix Weir.
ounces.
We also have 1 Beyond Mystic 10-ounce bar. We have 2 Litecoin 1-ounce rounds donated. We have all kinds of donated by the Pebbleton Post.
Awesome. Pebbleton
The
Post. Check
Litecoin
them out.
rounds.
Subscribe. Watch their videos.
Yes, we have a reading by
Patreon?
Jenny Moonstone donated by Jim.
I need her number. You have it?
I do.
Okay.
867-5309.
Okay. Somebody write that down. And
Yeah, you can call Jenny
I
anytime.
can get my reading.
Okay.
I get
and
red.
we have a helium miner.
Red till you're dead.
All kinds of stuff. Anyway, I'm going to be making a post listing all the items in the auction and where you can buy a ticket to join you can buy a ticket to the event, that you can join the event online, that then qualifies you to be part of the auction so that you can also purchase any of the auction items.
Yeah. So go out there. They want to get their ticket for tomorrow.
Yeah.
If they want to bid on all this amazing stuff. This
Right.
silver signed by Bix Weir. These, the catch poster, or I shouldn't
Yeah.
say the framed, the Joe
jersey
Montana,
with the
Dwight Clark
cars.
jersey
Yep.
signed. I mean, all this stuff over there. We've even got.
It's amazing.
Should I go over there and get that?
Which thing?
Oh, they might not be able
There's
to see it
a
on the
lot of
camera.
them.
Well, there's the picture of us,
Oh,
on the
picture
scooter,
of
the
us.
picture of us.
Mm.
We signed. We actually were on the scooter, the Westwood scooter
There's a video.
at Westwood. There is a video
There's
of
a
it.
video.
I don't know if people have seen this.
Oh, Amy's
the
gonna show
Amy's
it.
hooking us up like a tow truck, and she has it up there so you can see it.
There's a video of that.
There's a video of that moment, and no one else has that picture. That's the only one ever signed by me and you, or you and
That's true. 'Cause
me.
we
We could make it an
We could
NFT
make
because
it
that
an
would be a
NFT.
true NFT, Bix. Because what is an NFT? What does fungible mean? Fungible means it's interchangeable. If it's non-fungible, that means it's non-interchangeable. That means there's one.
I
That's
wish they
it.
wouldn't have made the word so complicated.
Well, it is. It's like counterintuitive.
Lord.
It's very confusing.
Yeah.
It's almost oxymoronic. It's a
It's
paradox.
almost just moronic mostly, but anyway. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, you can get
You
that.
do-
You can bid on that.
Maybe
I mean,
we can do that in a class online,
what's that?
or we could do
Language?
it live. Make it an
Linguistics?
NFT.
Oh yeah, we could. We could put it on Lightverse. The one blockchain that's going to be
Let's
around.
do that.
Litecoin. So I mean, we could do
I
that.
think Theta will be around too.
It probably will be. There are a lot that won't be around
Mostly,
though. So
yeah.
you know.
Like Theta, all the things.
All right.
All right. I digress. So get there, get your tickets. Join us at the auction. Watch the live stream tomorrow. Ben will be here. Nana will be here. Mame will be here. Bix is going to perform more amazing songs.
On After Hours
About
Patreon.
Rockets.
Do we have the stripper
and
pole?
things.
Because I got a picture.
I was going
I'm
to say,
telling you.
earlier he was singing about rockets and pockets and things. I don't know. There's no telling what might happen tomorrow.
Is that silver in your pocket?
Silver in what is in his pocket? I don't know. I think it's silver.
That silver's ready to explode.
So
It's going to go up.
we'll see. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, and get to an event. Like the stuff that happens at the events are amazing. Community is amazing.
Yeah, you're missing out on all this fun. I mean, this
What
is
am
the
I
real
pointing
deal
at?
right here. Once we turn the camera off, it's
I'm
going to
pointing at
be
something.
even better.
Joshy is doing a video. Oh, he's streaming his
Awesome.
camera
There it
right
is.
now.
There are the items on the
So
table right there.
There are things missing from the table that are not on the table right now that are in the security box thing. We don't have any of the silver or the Road to. There's also a Road to Ruta comic book signed by Bix Weir. And what is it called
I
when
know all
they're
that.
like in the case? And what is that called when they're verified or whatever? I don't know. Rated. It's rated and
Oh yeah, it's rated. Yeah, it's graded. It's in the case.
graded.
Graded
Yeah,
and rated and
rated.
Geez,
And
rated.
there. Oh, and not that.
we're on the same wavelength. I'm just saying, I know when to
You
hold
really
back.
should
A
get
man's
to
got
an
to know his
event
limitations.
because things that happen after we go.
But
off
when
the
you've
stream,
got a big Team
Um,
Mighty cup full of gin and tonic,
it has a great time.
look out.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of cool stuff, and yeah, and that is the package that was donated back to the event. By
got-
Bitcoin Ben after he purchased it, donated all the money to Team Mighty, and then gave us and it comes with a Road to Ruta coin. We could make that
That's
an
it.
NFT.
This is the one.
And then the person that buys it again this year could donate it back again. And it could be like a legacy thing where
It could be like that song, The Highwaymen.
where
That too.
yes, and everybody could there could be like a legacy thing where you're part of a history of giving and
You ever sing that
charity and
song? I was a
donations.
highwayman.
That'd be awesome. Anyway, and it could be a legacy of love and giving.
So yeah, we got a lot of people. Bix Weir's donated stuff. Daddy O,
Yes.
sent stuff. I mean, we've got Tom who's donated, some great items.
Yes.
And I mean, who else?
Jim
Montgomery.
Jim's friend donated and sent Jim with more gifts. We've got my husband donated a miner.
Yeah, we got a miner over here where you can actually mine stuff.
Nana's
right out of the
bringing
air.
a Bitcoin, a Coin Vigilante Bitcoin watch.
There's a picture of Nana that's
So-
pretty freaking sweet.
Nana created.
I'm thinking
Yeah. Nana created an AI version of herself on some app, and and I'm going to make her sign it live at the event tomorrow. And so, because she's, a legacy of love in our family, and I wanted to honor her with that too. We do love
Absolutely.
Nana.
She's going to be here tomorrow.
So she'll be
Give her a
here
big hug.
tomorrow. I
Show
can't wait
up.
to see her.
Get here.
And we have Mame's artwork that the NFTs that she's created is inspired from. She's got that here, the physical version. We have a ballet wallet donated by St. Jerome Crypto Experiences and Bobby Lee's book, Bitcoin Promise. We have a shirt that I created for the channel when Trump said, "Do I seem rattled?"
Yeah, when there was like, what was it, a bomb or a plane went by outside or something happened when the press conference, and they're like ushering him off, and he's all resistant, almost like, what are you touching me for?
Yeah.
And then he comes back and he's, oh my gosh, Mr. President, what have you?
And they said, "Did that rattle you?" And he said, "Do I seem
rattled? Do I seem rattled?"
And I loved it. So I did the snake
Next,
from that.
Say it.
From that. From that. What is that? What is that? Don't tread on me.
Don't tread on
flag.
me. Yeah.
So I made those shirts, and that's the last
This is the Gadsden
one.
flag. Isn't that what it is?
Yeah. Anyway, I love that. Oh yeah.
Well, then somebody needs to buy it to put it up on the walls of Westwood.
Yeah.
That's it. We fractionalize the whole thing, and it's like you get a piece of the pie. There's only so many slices. You get a piece of that pie, and it can hang in Westwood. But guess what? You have ownership of it. So at some point you can come and kiss the Nana
Very
kiss.
cool. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that absolutely.
The matriarch of our.
We're
crew.
living in a digital world. I mean, face it. All these cars going by, all this stuff. I mean, you try to pay for certain things. If you don't have the ability to transact digitally, what happens? I mean, so you got to realize that everything we're doing right now is based on digital. All our television sets are digital. All of the communication is digital. So if we're going digital, in which we already are, wouldn't you want to have some digital money, and money that they're not going to just force on you through whatever problem, reaction, solution that they create? Wouldn't you rather front run the whole thing and realize, hey, guess what? There's actually sound money for the digital age out there right now. You can go get Bitcoin. You can go get Litecoin. You can go get these mined cryptocurrencies that have been running for, in the case of Litecoin, almost 12 years this October, uninterrupted. No central bank, no government controls it. You can send value, like right now. I want to bid on this, I can send Litecoin. We had an auction back in, what was it, in Arizona in 2021. I got one of those Road to Ruta comic books, and I paid with Litecoin. It's like, boom, just like that. And it's just, you can transact value, and nobody can stop you from doing that. It's sovereign money. It allows you to be a sovereign individual, to where you can just say, you know what, you're going to F this thing up, both sides, you're going to destroy this nation, I'm leaving. And you can take it with you. It's not like in World War II where you got to hide diamonds and gold, and everywhere, and try and get out without getting, shaken down. No, you can walk out with money right now in your brain. Exactly. Big Swear's pointing to the brain. All you got to do is know your seed phrase, know those names, know those words, and you can restore it anywhere in the world and transact in their currency, trade it, get gold with it, get silver with it, whatever's working at the time. The thing is, your energy is secured, and it's not a government sanctioning it. It's you. You have the control. And that's why I say it's time right now that we all make a choice. We, in this time, have to make a decision. You got to look deep, hard at yourself, look in the mirror, and realize, what side am I going to be on? Am I going to believe somebody's myth? Am I going to believe that they're going to save me? Or are you going to save yourself? Are you going to trust yourself? And you're going to sit back and say, you know what? I'm good with my decisions. I can sleep at night. I haven't lied to myself. I'm honest with myself. Don't live in fear, man. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. That's all they want to do. They fear you into doing things. Don't let them do it. I mean, look at all the people that were feared into Right.
I mean, who knows how many cameras are up here?
Right. And so
They knew that we were coming here. They had an inspection coming out. And they stuck recording devices everywhere.
Cable guy, let me in. But if you have
I
that
was the
mindset, then you
conspiracy
live
theory.
differently.
Girl.
You are not. You are behind the times in the conspiracy world.
Okay. I thought I was the conspiracy theory girl.
You are. You just know what you want to happen, and that's part of manifestation.
Mhm.
All right.
Yay! Are we on Litecoin Lisa's channel? Oh my God! Everybody ran away. Amy, can you send out
They'll
a
come
Road
back.
to
They'll
Ruta
come
urgent? Hey,
Urgent.
come listen to why
Urgent.
Lisa lost her channel.
Right. Litecoin Lisa's channel canceled.
Oh my God!
Breaking.
It all happened when Clint said, "I have no secrets."
I have no secrets.
No, keep it going.
It's fine.
What is that?
Oh,
Oh,
the hotspot.
what are we
Wi-Fi,
using? What are we
hotspot.
using?
The hotspot.
All right, this is on page. It's on page.
To the rescue.
Hey, as payment for you guys watching this, go to Pebbleton Post
Pebbleton Post to the rescue.
and sign up for their YouTube channel and their Patreon. They need Patreon people. Please, it's cheap. Join their Patreon. You're going to learn things you just would tell your kids about 10 years from now. That's the amazing
Isn't
thing
that
is,
the crazy thing?
do you guys understand that we are creating history right now? They are going to look back at these crazy things where like, we had 20 people at this event and 10 people at this and 50 people at this event. And the whole world's going to say, oh my God,
Is it the same? street?
millions of people missed the original things.
Yeah.
It's like the early days when America was being founded, they met in bars. Our founding fathers would meet in bars and talk about how to overthrow their government and how to make a better system. That's what we're doing right now. We are living that example in the digital world. Lisa, what are you whispering about? There are no secrets.
Maybe not to overthrow the government, but to build,
To
rebuild.
build a new future.
I don't know about you, but
To cross that.
a little
chasm.
government overthrow is pretty keen in my book. They kick you off YouTube for that? They
I
don't.
might swat you.
How dare they do that? That's in my constitution.
Tell people about that. I want people to hear about what's written on the $100 bill in gold that you talk about
Okay.
and tell us.
Yeah.
Let me get my $100 bill out
That's
here.
in the preamble.
I got
I know.
$1 bill.
So
in the
if you
preamble
guys
of the
have the
Constitution.
time, the new $100 bills that got delayed forever, they were originally planned to go out in 2009. They just kept putting it off. The bills were fine. The government was not fine. The monetary system was not fine. They finally released it. It's filled with gold. On the left side of the bill, it looks like the regular $100 bill. On the right side, it has the Declaration of Independence. And it right above the 100 that is written in gold, they have written the part that talks about overthrowing your government. It is not, it is your right and your duty to overthrow your government when they get out of hand. That's what they wrote in gold on the $100 bill. If you have the new $100 bills, open it up, look at it, and say, "Oh my God, how am I supposed?" Like a lot of people don't get these subliminal messages that people within the government, the good guys as they call them, are trying to tell us. Wake up, America! I wrote a song actually when I was in college. It's
Hold
like
your beer.
40 years ago, maybe 30 years ago. It was called "Wake Up, America." It was about like Nicaragua war and all that stuff, but it is so true today. We just have to wake up. The signs are there. The information is there. It is all available. You just have to wake up. Just have to wake up. You have to wake up people around you. And then the more they wake up, the more you feel like you're not crazy. Am I really crazy to think my government's fucked up? No, you're not crazy. And it is your right and your obligation to overthrow that government if they get crazy. It's on the $100 bill. It's in our Declaration of Independence, for God's sake. Does anybody want to read it? It is not the right of Twitter or YouTube or any other of the social medias to censor speech. And if you say, "Oh, this is a private company," it is not a private company. They were all funded by the CIA. A company called In-Q-Tel. In-Q-Tel funded every single one of the social media companies, or they wouldn't have even gotten started. So do not tell me, "Oh, it's a private company." It's bullshit. It's a public square, and you can say anything you want in that public square.
Amen, brother.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la.
There it is.
Oh, I just blew the ears off Josh because he was listening with headphones.
Whoa.
So yeah, that's it, huh? Don't you guys agree?
Absolutely.
I agree with
No,
you
you're
100%.
Absolutely right.
No.
Who wants to raise your hand if you want your country back? All right, everybody out there on YouTube, raise your hand.
That
I know
will
you're
never
sitting there
happen.
by yourself in your basement, but raise your hand if you want your country back. And then in the same breath, tell your friends and family, oh my God, raise your hand if you want your country back.
Yeah, I never thought as a little girl that I would be afraid to say things out loud. Like we were raised as little girls in America. You can be anything. You can be president.
I was not raised as a little girl.
You can be a boy.
In case there's
You
a
can be a
question,
boy.
I did not drink Bud Light. I was always Coors Light, by the
Yeah.
way.
Wow. Yes, that's right. The silver bullet.
Okay.
Yes.
Kills the
Yeah,
werewolves.
The silver bullet kills the werewolf. But I was raised that I could be president. That was like, a new thought and all that. And instead now I'm afraid to say things, or I might lose the way to take care of my family. I might lose my income and the way to provide for my family. And that's where we've lost our country and we've lost our way. And it's time for us to say enough. And it's time for us to say, this is where when people say, oh, I don't talk about politics. I don't get involved with politics. It doesn't affect me. It affects all of us. It affects, when eggs cost $9 a dozen, it affects all of us. And it's time for us to say enough. It's time for us to stand up and stand together and talk to our neighbor and say that it's our problem and it's our solution. It's our time to come together and find a solution.
We, the people.
We, the people.
We the people. That's all
Yeah.
you. That's all you got.
Yeah.
When people say it's not my issue, I don't deal with it. It's we. Are you not one of we? You have to be one of we right now.
'Cause if
Be
you're
one of
not
we.
One of we, you're one of they.
And we're not saying agree with us. We're saying get in the argument, get in the discussion, figure out what's right for you and your family and your community going forward.
Because it's all different. And I mean, that's why this nation's so beautiful, because we've got these different states with different personalities and different mindsets, and that's okay. We can do what we want. And if you don't like it, you can go somewhere else. And it's just everything is different. There's different policies, there's different things that affect you in California versus me in Illinois. And so
Those are like, Illinois, not Chicago, but normal
No.
Illinois.
no, normal
Chicago's the same as California, but normal
Yeah.
Illinois,
Yeah.
I love.
No, and exactly. And it's just that unfortunately there are pockets of let's just call them
control. It's
It
control.
is. I mean, it really is. It's like the
George
plantation.
Soros control.
Yeah.
Did
And
we get kicked off for saying Soros?
well,
Wait, what
not
number
anymore.
channel are you on?
is
What-
that a real thing?
How many
though?
channels has Lisa had now?
This is my third one, but I
Third
want to
channel.
have
She
a
said fourth. It
conversation
was a
about
Freudian
this.
slip. She knows the fourth one's
So I
coming.
know the fourth one's coming, but so I want to
After
have a
tonight.
conversation about this. So I went on Pimpy's channel the other night, and he and I kind of got into it. He believes or I don't want to say what he believes. You guys, Pimpy's a great guy, and he thinks it's
We have to
important.
challenge ideals and ideas
Okay.
of everybody. So don't stop yourself. You're
Right.
you're censoring your own speech.
We're all educating each other about as we're waking up and finding things and all this. But the fact that we can say Soros now, I believe that means he's not in control anymore.
It's progress.
It's progress, yes. And different people are at different places in their progress and in their education. And I believe it's time for us to have conversations and challenge each other with things that we're finding along the way of our journeys of waking up. And I don't know, it was just really interesting to me because he really pushed back on me about, if you're saying he believes he's still in control. And I said, I don't believe that, because you used to not even be able to say his name. There's videos where they said, no, we shouldn't even be saying his name right now. And I believe that as it's going to look darkest before the dawn, as the light shines on the darkness, and it's going to look terrible, because the dark stuff has been happening in the dark. And that's when we didn't know about it, when the dark was in control. Now that we're seeing this disgusting things that are going to come out, and we're going to be horrified, but we have to see it so that it never happens again.
We can see it, and the media is talking about Soros also.
Yes.
The DA is appointed by Soros, And they can fight all they want. You can track the money where the DA got their funding for their campaign to be DA and who approved them and all that. But
Oh, you
when the
mean
mainstream
when
media
Gensler
starts
paid
talking
for the Clintons thing for?
No,
Steele dossier.
he
Steele
just
dossier?
Gary Gensler approved.
Oh,
the
he
Steele
approved
dossier.
it. He didn't pay for it actually.
And in the but that was a crypto meeting where the congressman just nailed him.
That was awesome.
Oh, I loved it. It was the best.
Oh,
he
one
goes,
more thing
okay,
before you leave.
okay. But one more thing before I leave. You were the Treasury Secretary of the Clinton campaign. Is that correct? And Gary Gensler started his little handshake. He's like, yeah, that's public record. He goes, so you were the treasurer who approved the Steele dossier, were you not? And he literally didn't answer. He's like, I don't remember doing that. I don't remember
I was
doing
not
that.
involved in that or some bogus.
Oh, but see, little things like that is more proof that the good guys are in charge. I mean, that's all you need, a spark of truth. Little sparks of truth will spark the explosion. I don't know when the explosion's coming, but I can feel it's real close.
Maybe Cinco de Mayo.
Oh my God, here's the
Five
conspiracy
by
girl.
five,
A
baby.
little 5 by
Bix,
5.
it's 5 by 5.
A
Come
little
on.
5 by
Cinco de
5.
Mayo.
You got to know this.
I just want to call it.
No more chips and salsa.
I have, yeah, I wrote a song about that.
So who from the community should we have up here first to?
I want Mitch to come up.
Mitchie.
I love Mitchie.
Boom, boom.
Also,
Mitch is going to take my place because
Oh, everybody's starting to run.
I got to go eat because I'm starving.
We're
Look at
gonna
my
lose
stomach.
one at a time.
I'll swap out.
Mitchie, come in the middle.
Mitchie in the middle.
Mitchie in the middle. I want to talk about a great topic. Your old Chippendale days. How were those days? Tell us about Chippendale
Is this
days.
thing on? Chippendale days. Come on now.
No, truthfully, this is one of my favorite guys. Mitch is a sweetheart. Go follow him on Twitter. And where else are you posting?
Twitter and Instagram and some TikTok and
His moments of clarity about what is right and wrong are beautiful. He's just a wonderful man. He, like some kind of light shines upon him in his discussions, and I find inspiration in things that you say.
wow, that means a lot to me. I'm surrounded by all these amazing people that I've grown to look up to in this space, and I've been in this space for a few years, and it's changed for me. When I first got in, it was about the monetary grasp, right? Because I was worried about pensions and I was worried about careers and all that stuff. And since then, it became about sovereignty and it became about people. And more so, it's become about spirituality and about people for me in my journey. And all of these friends and all of these family, all this family that I've grown to love and appreciate in this space has just it's just been incredible. And it's actually given me that much more drive to continue to do what I do. I got tired of seeing so much darkness in this world. It's so dark everywhere you look, and that's all we're bombarded with on a daily basis. And it's hard to maintain a level of motivation. It's hard to maintain a level of positivity when you're just hit with all those negative vibrations. And so my choice was to try and raise everybody's vibration around me and lift people up, because we don't see enough of that. And so that's kind of been where my journey is.
And you are successful at doing that. And I literally am a recipient of your uplifting
Really?
information.
Wow,
Absolutely.
that's amazing.
And we all need a little uplift,
Everybody does.
especially in these dark times. It reminds me of that song, Bruce song, as you were talking, Darkness on the Edge of Town. I'm like, yeah, these are dark days, but it doesn't mean there's not glory days in our future.
No, exactly. There is glory days in our future, and it's learning. The hardest part about being in the storm is seeing past the clouds, because no matter how dark it is, no matter how thick the clouds are, the sun's always shining behind it. And so it's when you can choose to look through that darkness and see the sunshine and know that at the end, everything is temporary. Everything we go through is temporary until we're in that eternal life at the end. And it's not going to be the end. It's going to be more the beginning. And so that, wow, I got goosebumps, man. Thank you.
Goosebumps are good things.
Thank you. Thank you.
Amy Weir, get up here. Amy Weir is going to come up and talk to us because Lisa wants to ask her many questions
I
about
love my
the
Amy.
the Mighty Sirens. If you guys haven't watched the Mighty Sirens, it's every Monday at what time?
At 4 p.m. Central.
At 4
5
p.m. Come on, Amy.
Eastern. Yes, right now. So right now we're
Oh,
doing
yeah.
we do different book studies, or sometimes
Joe
we'll do
Dispenza.
a health challenge. Yeah, we're doing Joe Dispenza Becoming Supernatural right now. Yes, and our Paigey Goodger. Paigey, do you want to come
Baby,
up here
come on.
too? Yes, I know. I had to grab onto.
These are freaking
Westwood.
tall.
They're super tall bar stools.
It's,
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
hard. Woohoo!
Yes.
Stools are page size.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, they're
the
super tall.
Charlie's Angels are up here. Come on.
Yeah.
The blonde beauties.
Hey, we have a Charlie in our midst.
I know.
My hubby's named Charlie. So I am so
We are blondes.
we are blondes.
We're all blondes.
Bix is sleeping on the couch tonight.
He's walking home.
He's in trouble. I do want to tell you girls, thank you so much. You guys have been just inspirational and supportive and loving, and I'm terribly grateful for your love and friendship. And I mean, I want to know just what I can do to thank you and support you in how you've supported me in the channel, and like how much you've done for the book studies, and then also Amy, the health information that you've given us. And then I'm jumping ahead of myself like I always do, because I go on a rant and then I ask 20 questions and then I sit there and wait for them to answer them all. So maybe I'll just start with Amy and then I'll ask Paigey about more stuff. But tell me a little bit about the book studies and like kind of where it's what you've gotten out of it or what you've enjoyed from it.
Oh my gosh. Just getting online with you once a week is enough for me because it helps me connect. Living out where we are, it's kind of a little secluded. So, and most of my girlfriends are back in Oakland where we used to live. And so just being able to just connect and have time to talk before the show and after the show sometimes. So it's just been a lot of fun. I've really looked forward to it every single week.
Our girl time. And
yes.
yeah, that's been great. And being able to connect then with our
Mhm.
daughters too. We
Of
had
course,
Carly
yeah.
and Paige has joined us. And Paige, you're wise beyond your years. And it's really inspiring to see. I mean, I feel like I've learned a lot from you and what you bring to the conversation. And I'm wondering, like, what inspired you to kind of do that self growth and personal growth journey that you've taken on?
Yeah, I mean, I think that relates back to the whole reason why Mighty Sirens was created, which you know, I don't want to say pitched, but when you were bringing us on to this Mighty Sirens conversation, it was what would we be teaching Mia? What would we teach her? What would we guide her through? What have we gone through that can teach her? And so I think my biggest, driving force behind this is wanting to have kids one day and wanting to raise that next generation that is going to live in truth and live in sovereignty. And we can only lead others as far as we've led ourselves. And so I wanted to lead myself through whatever, the trauma that I had and everything that I needed to lead myself through. And through that, then I can lead a little tiny human through that one day, hopefully. So honestly, you are just such an inspiration, you as well. And the way you support us is just by creating these platforms and creating a space for us to connect and creating a space for us to come together. And you do so much by just being you. And you are such a source of light and love and passion and drive. And what you create is truly beautiful and is changing the world like one live show at a time. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for being you in your full, true authenticity, because you allow others the same space to be their authentic selves. And that is what changes the world. And I love you so much.
Yes.
I love you girls very
Love
much. I love
you.
you. So what can we do? For me, it's like I want to give so much. I want to do um, whatever we can to like, I don't know, we're in such a different world. And like I watch you and Carly have this confidence, and I feel so ill equipped to like help. I feel like I'm learning more than I am giving. You know what I mean? Like I'm watching the girls, they have this confidence and strength and intelligence
Well, I
and
think
resources.
honestly, I think our daughters need to excel beyond us.
Yeah, that's
I
a
mean,
great point. I love that.
That's ultimately what we want as parents. We want our children to be better than
Oh, she's
Yeah.
gonna cry.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I love that.
and I have a daughter who's accomplished that.
Mm.
yeah,
so-
no, I
Well,
love
I hope
that.
I can make you
That's
proud.
what we
That's
want.
great. Yeah.
Honestly, that's what we want.
Yeah, no, I love that. That's beautiful. And that is yeah, that's success and that's growth, and seeing that in your daughter and not making it about you and making it about them. And that's, yeah, that's beautiful. That is a lesson. I love it. I love it. You girls are amazing.
I love y'all, and you guys teach us so much. Like your journeys light the way, and you pass the torch. And we learn so much just by you being you and teaching us the lessons. And I mean, I hope we do right by you, and I hope we make you guys proud.
Every day. You do.
Yeah, I love you girls. I love you girls so much.
I
Well,
love you.
I just want to be here for you, and I want to be like an open book that we can like be a resource and be there and like just be as transparent as we can. I think that's the best thing that we can do is try to be a resource and be transparent and say like, um, what can we do for you and what can we do for the community? What can we do to help others? So
And it really is the space, creating a space for people to come together and to talk. And I won't lie, being on camera is nerve wracking. And that, in and of itself, getting on camera each week is a huge confidence boost. Just practicing, like, you just need practice for things in life. And I feel like you both create such a great practice space for whatever it is. Like, my mom was like, get in the kitchen. You're cooking, you're cutting things, you're making new things, you're following your recipe, whatever it is in your own way, in your authentic way of teaching the next generation. You both do that so well. And I hope to carry that torch for Josh and I's little ones coming along soon.
You will. Absolutely.
I love it. Well, and that's a great point. I think sometimes I don't know what we're going to do next or what we should do next. And I'm just kind of like opening the door for the universe that like in the community. I'm just showing up. I'm saying like, look, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't know who's going to show up. I'm just saying like, I'm saying yes. I'm saying, and whoever's supposed to be here are the people that matter and that are going to be here. And that's what the universe brought together. And that's who's important, is who's in the room. And so, yeah, I think you're absolutely right. For sure. I love you girls. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much.
We love
Yeah.
you. Thank you. Thank you for all of
you.
this.
Thank
Thank
you.
you to everyone who showed up. We
Yeah,
love you.
You guys are amazing. Tom and
Who's
Jim,
next?
do you guys want to
Come
come
on,
up?
guys. Just come say hi.
Yeah,
Who's next?
Tom, come on up here.
Come on. Don't
You
be
wanna come
shy.
together?
Don't be
Yeah.
shy.
There's 2 seats up here.
Come
once
on
we
up
leave.
here. Come on up here. You want a microphone? So you guys are, Tom is typically the first guy in the chat. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And Jim has been with us to, I think, every meetup. Tom and Jim show up at almost every meetup. You guys are loyal and true. I think Tom was at the very first Bitcoin Ben meetup in Oklahoma City. I was asking him the other day. There was a guy that that I did not know what WWGA, where we go one, we go all meant back in the day. I was a newbie, and but I knew enough that I wanted to be part of the movement. I wanted to be part of what Bitcoin Ben and what the crew was doing. And this guy was like, "Hey, I want you to sign this shirt." And I was like, "What does that mean first?" And he's like, "Where we go one, we go all." And that was another step of the rabbit hole. And so I think we learned so much together as a community, and we keep showing up for each other. And so I want to ask a little bit about like you guys keep showing up. You keep showing up for the community. You're there in the chat. You share information with each other. What is your drive, your connection to this community? What brings you to the chat every day? Sure.
Okay.
Sure,
well,
Jim.
Lisa, you are
Hold it really close because they can't hear.
okay. All good. 5 by 5.
Closer, like touch your chin. Touch it to your chin. Yeah, you have to like touch it to
Okay.
your chin almost.
So, well, Lisa, you're a beacon of light with everything that you have done in your life, and we know parts of that. And we've all had our own journeys. And you came into my life by some random chance, and I met all of you guys at that really traumatic time in my life. But you, like, truly, you're a beacon of light, and then all the other souls that you're connected to are also beacons of light. And so we're just drawn to it, and we have to be here. And we go on our own, and we share, and we try to draw other people in. I mean, I had conversations at the airport bar with people that never had touched physical silver before. And I put it in their hand, like, wow, what is this? I mean, that's just one example, but like, yeah, you are a beacon of light. I mean, everybody in this room, everybody here, you guys know that. I just have to say that from my heart, that that's the draw. And it is such good energy. And we all leave here and we all take that home into our own lives, and we share it around. And it's just super powerful, super powerful.
That's awesome. So, Tom, tell me, you're the first one in every chat. I sign on, and I know, no, that's not it. It makes me so happy to see.
I see beat him sometimes, but he's always in there.
Lowercase Tom, TOM. I know he's there. I'm so happy. I click on, and I know I'm gonna see a friendly face in there.
Well, I started out when I first got after Bitcoin ban, and I found you. I started watching your show, and then you talked about Mia, and then you hit it with the birthday of her. It was my grandson who passed away, and right there, you started talking to me back and forth, and I think that bonded us right there. I was like, we have something a tragedy in common, but that was their birthday, so that was something to celebrate together. So that was pretty
And
good.
so, tell everybody if you want to share. I'd love to honor your grandchild as well. If you want to share your grandchild's name or
Oh yeah,
something to honor your grandchild as well.
he was Ryder Rux was his name. He was a great kid. I watched him. I had one day a week. They asked me if I could watch him one day a week, and I said, well, I'll do Tuesdays because the weekend I want to if I go do something, I'll be wore out, so I want to rest up Monday, and then I'll watch him Tuesday. I'll have plenty of energy, and because he was full of energy. And
Yeah. So Ryder and Mia had the same birthday.
yeah,
Um,
April 15th,
April
tax
f-
day.
yeah, they're-
Never forget it.
yeah. So we want to honor Ryder as well, and
My
they're
little angel.
little angels. Yeah.
Both
So
of 'em.
we always think of our little angels together. So sending lots of love to Ryder. So
Yeah.
and
I
you know,
appreciate that.
yeah, God brings people together that have those bonds, and I'm grateful to know you. You'll always be a friend to me.
That's thank you for that. That's why the group that you've put here is we're all like-minded people, and that's what I gravitate to because the main people you can't talk to them.
Mhm.
And this group, everybody in this group, we could talk about anything. We don't have to agree,
Right.
but we can say it and feel comfortable. We're not going to be judged. I love it.
Yeah.
Can I add
absolutely.
something to
Sure,
that?
absolutely.
I think that if anybody in this tribe had any something troubling happen to them, that we would all step up and help them. And that is the same energy that comes out of this whole thing. And then you just spread that around, and it's just amazing. It's
Mhm.
amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I appreciate you both, and I appreciate all your support over the years and your friendship. It just meant the world to me. So
I'm just grateful. I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah,
Amen. I
we
feel
love you
ditto,
guys.
like ditto. I
Yeah.
feel the same.
Yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much.
And my
Thank you so
brother
much.
Trinaman for you, brother.
Yes,
Love you,
Trinaman,
brother.
we love you, and I'm so glad to see you in the chat.
Daddy-o.
And
Charles, are you
Daddy-O,
next?
thank
Where's
you for
Charlie?
your
Get Charlie up here.
And Nana.
and Light Shadows in the
Love
chat.
you guys
Nana,
all.
we
love you
love
all.
you. We'll see you
You
soon.
guys are all
Oh,
great,
Nana's in the
great
chat?
people.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
We'll see
Can't
her
wait to see
soon.
you, Nana.
Nana
We'll
will
see
be
you
here
I
soon.
can't
tomorrow.
wait to talk
so.
chickens with Nana.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, she's
talking
gonna school
chickens
you,
with
brother.
Nana for sure. Yeah, I don't know if Mark wants to come up. Mark says no, thank you. Charles Davis, do you want to come up and say hi?
I already called his name out. He didn't hear us.
Do you want to come up and say hi?
He's coming.
Do you want to say hi? Okay, my husband's gonna come
Yeah.
up.
Pass him
I
the
love
mic.
you
Charles,
guys.
Thank you guys.
Okay.
I love you back. I love you back. I love
you.
everybody.
Thank you. Oh Lord, I'm gonna get a drink here in a minute. My husband's coming up here, but he didn't bring me a drink, and he's bringing a friend. No, come on up here.
Jim Stratton.
Nice
Lisa
to
Davis.
meet you. Come on up. Oh, your hands are so cold. Come on
Well,
up
I've
and
been
have a
holding
seat.
this cold.
You've been holding a drink. Nice to meet you, Jim Stratton. Yes, a new friend. Yes, you put it like on your chin. So this is a fellow Okie, a new friend. I'm glad to meet.
A fellow car guy.
Oh Lord.
We know everybody.
We do.
And we believe all the same stuff.
We do.
Nice.
And he
A
thought he was
fellow
alone.
Freedom fighter.
I've been alone for a long time.
And he just lives a
Really?
mile north of us. So we might
I
have
noticed. I
Yes.
noticed the shirt. I figured you were a neighbor.
We are.
Yeah, nice. Well, that's wonderful. I'm glad to meet somebody in the freedom fight that lives so close. That's great.
Well, what I've noticed is I've been so
Put it
alone,
like
but
on your chin.
there's so
Yeah.
many. Then a lot of people know what's going on.
I know. And if they do, they're afraid to talk about it
That
because they want us to think that we're alone, but we're not alone.
this is a truer thing.
Mhm.
They know what's happening, but they
Yeah.
just won't break the mold. They don't want to. Oh, well, they'll think I'm bad or
Mhm.
stupid. Well, they just need to grow up.
They need to, we all need to grow up. We all need to take personal responsibility for our personal health, our wealth, our financial freedom, and our personal safety.
You know, that's so funny because where I grew up, you had to do that from an early age.
Oh, interesting.
You had to take care of yourself,
Yeah.
take responsibility.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to take responsibility for nothing nowadays.
No, they want you paying taxes and feeling entitled and thinking the government's going to do it for me.
The entitlement
Hmm.
is their prison,
Yes. Absolutely. And
without
that's-
question.
That's what they want. They want you to be a prisoner.
And everybody seems to go for it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. I'm not doing it.
We don't think that way either. We're not going for it.
I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
I ain't doing it.
Still ain't.
for
So all
sure.
this is on YouTube, right?
Yes. Mhm.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Guess what? All these years, who knew we were going to be famous? An old boy from Capitol Hill and a fella from Western Oklahoma.
Fairview, Oklahoma. Well, I was actually born in Pauls Valley, but that was an oil field. We moved there wherever the field happened to be.
Well, we're glad you're here and you supported our event.
Yes.
We're glad you showed up. We're glad you followed Bix and Cliff High
Yeah, I do
and
that.
all of the grandfathers of what got us in all this. And we'd love to have you back, and we'd love you to be a part of all that we do. And it's good to see you again.
I don't think you get rid of me now. Hell, you're the only friend I got.
Well, once you come into the family, we don't let you leave. You're
Well,
part
I'll
of the
tell you,
freedom family. So.
I do feel quite alone. And I know the people know better, but they just afraid to say.
Yeah, they want you to be afraid. There's a lot of power in fear, and that they want to divide us, and that's why we're doing these kind of things. We're getting people together, we're speaking out, and we're building community, and we're not going to let you go once we get you in here. So,
Well, you don't know it, but you had me for the last 10 years, but I just don't know how come more people ain't here.
it's hard to get the word out. There's so much censorship, suppression.
When he found your
Otherwise-
link through Bix and he clicked on it, it told him Arrow 404, and he had to go like dig and figure out how to get the link.
That a lot of people have been saying that the page is
I went
taken down.
to Bing,
Mhm.
and on events it had your stuff, but on events
Mm.
it just went to error 404. You go to error 404, so you couldn't find out where it was. And I live right here,
Oh wow.
and one of my offices on the south. I live up north, and so I knew the last one was at down there on Bricktown.
Yes. Yeah.
And
last year.
so I went to find it and I couldn't find it. So I got off of Bean,
Okay.
went to Brave, come right up.
Interesting.
And I've ate here before when this was a restaurant, and I just come down 235, shot across, come up, and then, I really was just going to come in and shake Big's hands and leave.
Oh, wow.
And I've been here hours.
Well,
Or
I'm
two.
glad. I hope
So-
you ate a bunch of food because I ordered way
I
too
didn't eat no
much.
food, but that's all right.
There's tons of food. You have to eat
I
a bunch
got,
of food and take it
I
with
got
you.
plenty of food.
Yeah. Well, I hope you plan on coming back tomorrow. We're going to have even more people here tomorrow. And Bitcoin Ben's going to be here.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Bitcoin Ben gonna be here?
Yes. My
Easy.
mom's going to be here. We're going to be
Okay.
talking more about
Well, I'll
silver,
tell you what.
freedom, all kinds of stuff.
I'll bring my wife down.
Bring even more people with you. Yes, that's
Bring
what
my
we need
wife
to do.
down tomorrow.
That'll
She'd
be
love to meet
wonderful.
y'all people.
Yes.
She's from Fairview too.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
So-
well, we're so glad to have you.
I'm
and
so glad
to
that-
spread the word
I'm glad
about
that
freedom.
I stopped in. Thank
Oh,
you.
it's wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you.
And thanks
Pleasure to
for
see you
not
again.
giving up when you hit a 404. You know,
I've been
That's the
through
kinda
that so
thing.
much. I ain't giving up on nothing.
Good.
This country is a great country.
Mhm.
There's two countries.
Yes, we know.
I know you do. But them other people, you know what made me, I'll tell you something. What really makes me mad, it took me 55 years to figure that these people had lied to me and they used my own patriotism against me.
Yes. Hmm.
And when I found that out, it's really pissed me off, and I'll
Yes.
never be the same.
Yes.
I'm just telling you.
Amen. We're the same way.
Yes.
We're right there beside you.
It
God bless
makes-
y'all.
Yes.
Right
It
there
makes
beside
you
you.
determined. We're all going to get together and we're going to say enough.
We're
and
gonna.
change it.
I say we. I think the people.
We, the people.
We the people.
Mhm.
I think they're smart enough. Eventually, when the tide turns, they can't like this stuff.
Mm-mm.
They can't like this,
Mm-mm.
and it's out there wide open. And they act like they don't acknowledge it. They don't. Oh, everything's fine.
Mm-mm.
It ain't fine.
No.
It ain't fine,
I think we'll be okay.
but we're going to be okay.
I agree.
Yeah, we're going to be okay.
Thank y'all for having me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Good to
Rick.
see you again.
So great
Thank
to meet you.
Legend in the car business, folks, in Oklahoma, Jim Stratton.
All right.
Thank y'all.
Yes, thank you. And then my husband's running away, but I guess we are wrapping it up.
guess
Unless the
so.
Pebbleton Post wants to come up here and talk to
Lisa,
me.
I
for a
feel like
minute.
you've been up here for so
I've been up
long.
here for so long, but I love the Pebbleton Post, and I would love to talk to them for
You wanna
just a
talk?
minute
I
and
love
hear
you. I love you so much.
what's going on with my Joshy, my Paigey. You guys are my, but just I don't know, my bread and butter, my backbone, my support. I'm so grateful. I can call on you at a moment's notice and get whatever when I'm in a panic, when I need your help. You have all the answers. You guys are willing to put in hours and hours of work, help, and problem solve for me when I'm pulling my hair out, trying to figure out all the tech support and all that stuff. I'm just forever grateful. I met you guys years ago through Bix and Amy, and just had a genuine automatic connection. I feel like you guys are my kids, and I'm forever grateful to you guys for the help and support, and I just love you and Paige so much.
Oh, so the love is mutual, and ever since I think it was 2019 when we all started to
Yeah.
cross paths,
Yeah.
and it was you guys were my first real understanding and connection to the freedom space and to what it means to be truly free. And ever since then, I've always looked up to you guys, and you guys have provided us with so much. You guys have taken care of us when we're out here doing the work that we're doing, coming out on the road and joining us when Paige and I were part of the Freedom Road Show with the Road to Ruta. And you guys are seriously who I aspire to be more like. You guys shine the light for us to follow and spread the love and spread the truth. And you never stop trying your best to spread that truth. And it inspired Paige and I, inspired us to do something about it. And because we found a new belonging in this community, we found a new sense of purpose. And when you start to understand what you're meant to do or what you feel that you need to do in the world, you got to keep trying. And you guys have really paved for us to do that. And so we're so thankful just to be able to have met you guys, thankful to be working with you still, and thankful to be part of this Freedom family. And so we still have a lot of work to do.
Oh, well,
So-
I love seeing you do it because that's where I'm like, okay, it keeps me going. Like, it's inspiring because like the next generation is you get it. Like you guys are, I can keep going because I know you're hearing it. You're hearing what I'm saying and you guys are picking up the torch and you're changing it. You're making it fresh and new and you have your own version of it. You guys changing it up. You're going to have quails in your apartment and you're going to homeschool your babies and you're going to do stuff different. And I love it. I love seeing a fresh take on freedom and you're making it your own. I love it. Oh, Paige's laughing at me. Uh-oh.
Something they're trying to censor us with the microphones now. Just kidding.
Uh-oh.
So-
We get all the censorship.
Something
Oh,
that
Paige says it's good.
okay. Something that I lost my train of thought now.
I said it's fresh and new. You're making it your own.
Yes, you guys have. There's been something that's happened that Paige and I have realized. Our generation doesn't know what's going on. Our generation isn't in tune with that same patriotism, that same love of country, that same love of freedom that you guys, especially over here in Oklahoma and further, because Paige and I are from California. There's a little bit less of that.
We're working on
ethos.
that. We're going to get them out of there, but we're working.
There's still so much love and potential everywhere in the world, and it just needs to be.
Or you can just reclaim California.
That's right. And that's
Maybe
what
that's what we do.
Exactly. We need to.
Yeah.
We need to reclaim this whole world. This whole place has just been so muddied. And what I'm trying to say is that I don't think I even realized, Paige and I didn't even realize what was going on until we started to listen to you guys and we started to understand who we are and who we can be as a potential, as a collective group of people, as a collective human consciousness, that we can raise up and reclaim such a better way of life. And doing it's going to take a lot of work. Doing it's hard, and it's not easy to be free. It's not easy to be free in this world that has been extremely pitted against us. And so seeing the work that you do, seeing the work that Bix does, and all the people here in this room, it's incredible, it's inspiring, and it's what Paige and I are now hoping to pass that torch on to our generation and to the future generations, because we need that.
You got a hard job ahead of you. I mean, you're in the trenches because, like you said, it's not common in your generation. So you're the odd man out. You're having the hard conversations. It's not.
It's coming though. We're having conversations with our friends about Bitcoin. We're having conversations with our friends about.
So that's
all
the
kinds of new stuff.
icebreaker. Is
Yes.
the money is the icebreaker.
Yes, definitely.
That's cool. That's
and
good to know.
and just I think as the events unfold, as the world continues to go down the path that it's going to be going down for a while now, people are going to, no matter what, they're going to start waking up because they have to.
That's really cool.
And
That's inspiring.
Like what Bix says too.
That's Cliff High's data.
Exactly.
Though, is that the money will be the orange pill, the red pill.
Exactly.
And wake people up. I know it was for me. Like
Yeah.
we said, Bix is the godfather of freedom of the
Right.
awareness in our family because my mom was watching him about silver and my parents were, and then he met Uncle Cliff and then found out about cryptocurrency, and then they gave my husband and I Litecoin when we got married in 2017, and I asked why. And she said, because the Federal Reserve is not federal and there's no reserves and the
Right.
financial system's broken. And that was our red pill, orange pill
It's
moment.
crazy when you start to understand what's going on. And it's been deliberate, you know this better than anyone. It's been deliberately withheld from the population, the general population, the public to know. And listening to Bix, listening to you, listening to the people like Clint and Ben, who's going to be here soon, listening to all of you guys really who understand and seen the dark side of what's going on in the financial world and bringing that to light is mind-blowing, to say the very least. And so once you have that awakening, that red pill, that orange pill that we talk about, I don't see any other way of living. I don't see any other way of trying to move forward in the world without having these principles and these this understanding to become the understanding for the whole world. And so that's what we're trying to do with the Publican Post. That's what we're trying to do, is to create that conversation, the conversation that people like you and Bix and Clint and Ben have been leading for so long and continue to do such a great job as pillars of this community. So
Well,
we're just
and
trying
you
to.
guys are also, I'm sorry to interrupt, but
No,
you
no,
guys
no, please.
are not only educating on what happened in the past, you're giving solutions for the future, which I love seeing. Like I said, the quails and that I thought that was the cutest thing. And I was like, oh, and they do make the cutest little sound. And I thought the solutions that you're giving, the gardening and you're really being intentional about what solutions that you're building at the Pebbleton Post. So
Thank you.
I just think you guys are doing a great job.
It's going to take a lot of effort and teamwork. And
Yeah.
unless everyone's on the same page, we're not going to know what to do. And that's all we're trying to do is get everyone on the same page so we can learn together, so we can work together.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate just even coming to events like this and being a part of that effort. Once you know that there's a war, once you know that there's a fight to be fought, you got to do all you can. Or at least I and Paige and people in this room are doing all we can to continue that fight. So thank you for all you do, Lisa. You're seriously
I love you guys.
so incredible by getting us all here together in this room. And it's so much better in person too.
Yes.
I love having
I love
the synergy of the room. Everyone here who's just excited to be here and really keep pushing, keep fighting, and making this world the reality that we hope to have.
Yeah, I love you guys and I appreciate your help so much. I can't do it without you. I can't do it without the fam.
That's
you guys
right.
are all wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. So you guys, you can still get here tomorrow at noon. We kick it off. We're going to have the auction live. There's an opportunity where you can participate online. The links are in the description. I've said it 20 million times. If you miss out on this, it's your own damn fault.
That's right.
Be a part of this. It's a live stream opportunity. There's a live online opportunity for the auction too. So check it out in the description. We've got more and more friends joining us all the time. So check it out. We're getting out of here. I need another drink.
Yeah,
I'll talk to
you've
you
been up
later.
for too long. Thank you
Love
guys
you.
so much.
Bye.
We love you.